In the heart of Europe, where the Danube River flows, lies the grand city of Vienna. It has witnessed centuries of history, from the Holy Roman Empire to the Habsburg dynasty. But one event stands out in its long story, the epic clash of 1683, the Battle of Vienna. This was no mere siege, it was a struggle for the soul of Europe. On one side stood the mighty Ottoman Empire, its armies hungry for conquest. On the other, the Habsburg Empire, defenders of Christendom, facing their greatest test. The stage was set for a battle that would decide the fate of empires. The Ottoman Empire, under the banner of Islam, had long been expanding into Europe. The Habsburgs, champions of the Catholic faith, stood as the bulwark against this tide. Vienna, the jewel of the Habsburg crown, was the ultimate prize. For centuries, the Ottoman Empire had been a force to be reckoned with. From its origins in Anatolia, it had grown into a vast realm, stretching from North Africa to the Persian Gulf. Its armies were renowned for their discipline and ferocity, its sultans for their ambition and power. By the 17th century, the Ottomans had set their sights on Europe. They had already conquered much of the Balkans, and now, under the leadership of Grand Vizier Mustafa Pasha, they aimed for the heart of the Habsburg Empire. The Habsburgs, though, were no pushovers. Ruling over a vast and diverse empire, they possessed immense wealth and resources. Their armies, composed of soldiers from across Europe, were well-trained and battle-hardened. But the Habsburg Empire was also beset by internal divisions, weakened by religious strife and political squabbles. The Ottoman threat, however, forced them to unite in the face of a common enemy. In the spring of 1683, a vast Ottoman army, numbering over 100,000 men, marched towards Vienna. Led by Mustafa Pasha, the Ottomans were confident of victory. They had laid siege to Vienna once before, in 1529, and had only been turned back by the onset of winter. This time, they were determined to succeed. The city of Vienna, under the command of Ernst Rudiger von Starhemberg, prepared for a desperate defense. Its walls were strengthened, its citizens armed, and appeals for help were sent out to the Holy Roman Empire and beyond. The siege began in July, a merciless onslaught of artillery bombardment and infantry assaults. The Ottomans dug tunnels beneath the city walls, hoping to bring them down with explosives. The defenders, outnumbered but resolute, fought back with courage and tenacity. They countered the Ottoman mines, repelled wave after wave of attackers, and clung on with grim determination. But as days turned into weeks, the situation in Vienna grew increasingly dire. Across Europe, the plight of Vienna was met with, a mix of fear and sympathy. The Pope called for a crusade against the Ottomans. Princes and kings assembled their armies, recognizing that the fall of Vienna would be a disaster for Christendom. Among those who answered the call was King Jan III Sobieski of Poland, a skilled military commander and a staunch defender of the Catholic faith. He assembled a powerful army of Polish, German, and Austrian troops determined to break the Ottoman siege. Sobieski's arrival on the scene was, a turning point in the battle. He had marched his army with remarkable speed, covering vast distances in a matter of weeks. His arrival, together with the arrival of other Christian armies, boosted the morale of the besieged Viennese and threw the Ottomans off balance. The Battle of Vienna was a turning point in European history. The Ottoman defeat marked the end of their westward expansion. It also preserved the Habsburg Empire as a major power in Europe, securing its hold over its diverse territories. The victory had far-reaching consequences, shaping the political and religious landscape of Europe for centuries to come. The battle also solidified the idea of a united Europe, albeit one often divided by internal rivalries. The memory of the Ottoman threat would linger for generations, serving as a reminder of the importance of unity in the face of external aggression. The Battle of Vienna, then, was more than just a military engagement. It was a clash of cultures, a struggle for supremacy, and a defining moment in the history of a continent.